This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 4, verse 23. Keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. Shalom, shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, glory, and honor to the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakadash. I am the brother in the pot from Great Millstone, Tampa, and I want to give the honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach you real well. Peace and blessings to hopeful elect and the ones listening in. And just want to get into a quick lesson, and this lesson is going to be titled Through the Spirit, Fight Off the Demon of Doubt. All right? Fight off that demon of doubt, because that's something that is one of our main enemies in this truth. All right? It's that doubt demon. All right? Doubting yourself, doubting your faith, just doubt. Okay? You got to fight off that demon of doubt, man. Because if you don't fight against it, it's going to consume you. Okay? Now, I'm going to bring this scripture back and just, go in the spirit with this, man. But it says, Proverbs 4 verse 23, keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. And in NLT, it says, guard your heart above all else, for it determines the course of your life. So you got to guard your mind, all right? Keep your mind, all right, with all diligence, all right? Because so what Satan does is he loves to get in your mind, all right, through outer experience, in this world, with all different type of problems. So like all different things that bros go through and deal with. Satan tries to use that as leverage to consume your mind, all right, to bring, its, filth, all right, to bring its filth into your mind and to consume you with filth, all right. So that's why you must guard your mind above all else, because what it says is determines the course of your life. And that's why it's like I said, Satan wants to inwardly destroy you, because when you destroy a kingdom from the inside, it's vulnerable to all outside wars. Okay? So Satan is constantly trying to tamper with your mind, all right, from the inside. And as that doubt, those demons are tampering with your mind, things are not going your way, you catch a hell, it's easier for Satan to destroy your path, all right, to make you fall, all right. So that's these demons' tactic, man. That's a tactic, one-on-one from these, demons, bro. All right. And especially for brothers, man in his faith, because we're at war. All right. We're at war, and what the enemy tries to do, all right, is try to defeat you with all means, all right, trying to defeat you. So you have these demons, all right, and you have Esau constantly trying to destroy you. We are targeted, all right, above all other Jakes, above all other, blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, above all of Israel. The men of the Lord are targeted most. And the reason why is because they know the power that we are gaining, all right, with this wisdom, the knowledge, and understanding. They understand they can't touch us physically, all right? So they want to destroy everything around us, whilst, these demons attack us inwardly, okay? So you seeing things happening, and it's just looking like it just don't look too good for you. You know, you have to continue to trust in the Lord, trust in the process, trust in everything that's happening right now, because the Lord is betting on you, man. The Lord know you got this. All right, so you got to guard your heart, guard your mind, fight off that demon of doubt. You know, go against it, because if you don't, like I said, it will only consume you. All right, and destroy you. All right, so let's get this. It says doubt in etymology, to dread, fear, be afraid. Doubt, be doubtful, be afraid. To doubt, question, hesitate, waver in opinion, uncertain. All right, of two minds, undecided between two things. All right, and that's what Satan does, is he brings confusion. That's what doubt is. You're afraid, you fear, you don't know what to do next. You don't know what to do. You don't know where to go, because you're doubting the Lord. You're doubting your trust in the Lord, Yahweh Basham Yahushai. All right? That's why you don't know where to go, because the Lord is the only way. All right? Scripture says, let me just grab it real quick. Keep. Believe that's how it goes. Yep. It says Isaiah 26 and verse 3, thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusted in thee. All right, so as long as your mind is focused on the Lord, Yahweh Basham Yahushai, you're going to be kept in perfect peace. No matter what you're going through, within this world, within yourself, you're still going to be at peace because your mind is on the Lord. All right? This is all a whole mental thing, bro. And Satan is going for your mental. Because a lot of things is not as bad as it looks. It's just your mind over-exaggerates the predicament or situation that you're in. All right? And that's called panic. You start to panic. All right? And, bros just putting that in the chat. There's a news article basically saying how the plane instructor jumped out of the plane and killed himself. All right? And the student had landed it perfectly because the instructor was, he went into panic. He didn't know what to do. It looked like they was going to crash. All right? So he ended up jumping off of the plane before the crash even came. And the student was able to land it safely and perfectly. All right? So you could say, the student passed. All right? But that instructor, he failed. And we don't want to be the ones that failed, man. Trust in the process. Trust in what the Lord is putting you through. All right? Because we haven't crashed. All right? And as long as you trust in the Lord, you ain't going to crash. You're going to land safely. So this is Psalms chapter 94. And verse 19 says, when doubt filled my mind, your comfort gave me renewed hope and cheer. All right? So when doubt fills our mind, all right, the Lord's comfort gave us that renewed hope and cheer to continue to keep going, to keep digging. All right, because the gold and the treasure and the riches and reward is at the end. Everything you desire is at the end. The salvation is at the end. You just got to keep going, bro. It's an endurance thing, bro. And when you running a marathon, your mind is constantly telling you it's not worth it. It's not worth getting to the finish line if it's costing you this, all this pain, all this physical, you know, um, exhaustion, you know. Your body, your mind is telling you that, and that's just demons, bro. But your body can keep going. You can keep going. And you must fight against that. You must fight against that demon of doubt. All right? Let's get that article real quick. Because this is something that the brothers, put this in the chat as well, but I seen this on one of the news articles a few days back, but this is a great lesson for bros as well. It says student pilot forced to land plane solo after instructor allegedly jumped mid-air to his death. Investigators, a 22-year-old pilot in Argentina, was forced to land a plane she was training in after her instructor allegedly jumped mid-air to his death. Investigators said an unidentified student was taking lessons at the Flying Parrot Cordoba school and had taken off from Toledo on Saturday with her instructor, Leandro Bertazzo, a school official told ABC News. It says during the lesson, Bertazzo allegedly jumped out of the plane after telling the student that she knew what to do. The student had told police, according to the school. The student, who had a license but not enough flight hours, was able to land Cessna 150 alone, according to investigators. It says the student told the police that she could not believe that it happened and thought it was a joke. According to investigators, a 42-year-old flight instructor's body was recovered later that day. Investigators said that the school said he was with them since 2022. The Federal Prosecutor's Office number 2 of Cordoba said it would continue the investigation. So, well, really, looked like the nigga was just, ready to go. All right, he wasn't, he told her, you know what to do. All right, and ultimately, bro, we know what to do, bro. We know just to follow after the Lord Yahweh Shai. And he jumped out, and she had to land that plane alone. She did it. All right, so we could take that as a spiritual lesson on you, bro. We know what to do, man. All right, continue to serve the Lord, to feed His sheep. Okay, it's like I did say though, he was in panic, but like I said, it looked like he was just, dude was ready to go, bro. He using that as a ticket out. He used that as his ticket out. All right. But yeah, bro, the Lord got it to where the Lord flying the plane. We just gotta trust the Lord to land it. All right. Even when it gets shaky, when things get rocky, because we ain't in control of the course of our life. All right, it's really the Lord. The Lord has already predestined and planned out our lives, and we gotta trust what the Lord planned out for us. So, with that, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the hopeful elect and the ones listening in. I just want to get into a quick lesson on that. Through the Spirit, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Once again, double honor to elders and apostles, a great millstone, teaching well. Peace and blessings to hopeful elect. Shalom.